Everybody, happy Friday night. Happy last Friday of January. Can't believe we're to the end of January. It felt like I'm just saying hello to everybody and Happy New Year, right? Sharing my Hop and John recipe. Okay, so I was knitting the other day and I said I would show you a hat and I got done with it. And I had a little trouble closing it off, so I have a little bit of difficulty with closing, but it's fine. It's just hard to see right now, this lighting. I swear you could. Like, it says the sun is setting at 5:41. It really does. It just all of a sudden it's dark. And that light's just gonna white out. Alright, I'll just do it like I'll fade it out so you can at least see the pattern a little bit. So this is the close off. And this is the pattern. Kind of hard to see with this light again. Let me try it again. There. So it's called the Celtic Twisted Heart Cable Hat. You can see the hearts in there. Right? Admittedly, there are areas that look like it's more twisted than heart-like in this lighting. Let me find a spot so I can check. Hello, Dustin. My cat. Now, I would say if you go get this pattern from Kristen, it's a long close. It's a really about a good, I can't even say how many, it's a lot of rows to close it. It's a big slouchy. So I have a 19 and a half, actually almost not even a 19 and a half now. It's like my head is shrinking more and more. But I have a child size head, which for hat makers, it's called a Victorian size head. Um, Marie Antoinette had a Victorian size head. And a lot of people in Victorian days had what they called Victorian size head sizes. So 19 and a half inches is going to be like a child or teen. This is going to be really big for that. I will say that. So I would check with Kristen, who designed it, and see where to start doing your decreases. I'm going to make another 2 and check and see where to decrease for my head. I'll show you what it looks like. You don't want it to look like a baker's hat. It's supposed to be a slouchy. So, I mean, this is fine for anyone else's head, but for me, it's a little big. But yeah, it's fine. It's slouchy. Not too big. It's fine. If I look at it from here, it looks like a shower cap. So, and I mean, I could push it back like this. I'll do this. And it would be fine. So there it is. It's keeping my head nice and warm, and it's comfortable, and it's nice and snug. I like the way the band is done. Right there. So you can see the band, and she uses a twisted stitch to make it really, in her design, to make it really snug. Okay. Got head hair and eyebrow hair. So you can see the hearts in it better that way. Right? So I'd say if you're making it for a child or a teen, just check with Kristen at Studio Knits and ask her about her twisted cable heart hat and where to start decreasing. If you have a lot of hair, you can stick it up in there and look like Marge from The Simpsons. No. Every hat I wear, I look like Marge from The Simpsons. It's okay. I'm really loving it. Kind of like a beret. It's got a little beret feel to it. You can play with it. Oh, raspberry beret. Fun. Fun. Keep it on the back of your head. you could do this. Could, because it's kind of could make it into a bucket hat. I like to play with hats. I love making them. So I mean, you could turn this into a bucket hat, and it's got a real Downton Abbey-ish kind of feel to it right now, I think. Or Virginia. Virginia Woolf. I'm digging it. All right, so you can go bucket or you can go slouchy with it. But like if you have a normal size, like an average, like 20, 21, 22, 21 to 23, 24, this is gonna fit you fine. It's gonna be perfect. But if you have a teeny head like mine, it's going with brain cells that are melting from a fever, you're going to. Oh. Okay, so I want to talk booster. I had my booster Tuesday. Oh, let me show you this way. And I got the light. So you can see the hearts, and then there's like twisted cables. So like it goes into hearts, and then twisted cable. Right? So you can see the hearts there. And they don't close. They're real pretty. Okay, that's a hat. Okay, so the booster. If you're immunocompromised, what they're saying now is you need shot one, shot two, a third shot, and then the booster. But you're perfectly safe with shot one, shot two, if you have your booster. If you're 6 months away from your second shot, you got to have your booster, especially if you're immunocompromised. So if you're on medication that would compromise your immune system or you're immunocompromised, you should be on your booster by now, right? Well, so I did my booster. A lot of people have been saying it's really mild. If you did good with shot one, shot two, you'll be okay. That's sort of like people were saying Omicron is just mild. No, it's not. It's evil. It's nasty. The third shot, and I think everybody is different. Like I said, I don't have a thymus gland, so my T cell, and then I have an autoimmune illness, so I don't have many T cells that are mature and trained to know what to do or have the weaponry they need. Because when the thymus gland is taken out too soon, you need it. They used to think years ago you didn't need your thymus gland once you hit puberty or 9, 10. If it was growing too large, like it does, if there was a tumor on it, you didn't need it. But now they know you actually do need your thymus gland. Some people, though, with Graves' disease will have their thymus gland taken out, or with tumors, they will. But then they will have trouble with infection and getting sick with everything just a little bit too longer all the time. So, like somebody else gets cold, they get pneumonia. Somebody else gets over the flu in 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, a stomach bug, they have it for a month. So, um, you have to consider all that, what you got going on in your system, that what kind of shots you want to take and all. I'm just gonna say I had mine at the grocery store, and I took a little picture and announced it because I was just glad to be getting it done. And I'd been rolling around in my head. I had so many worries about doing it. So I didn't want to have any swelling in my throat. I certainly didn't want to have a fever. I didn't want to get sick. I'd been sick in December, November. I didn't want to be sick in January. Um, and you know who does? But you do get like a little flu with it, and it's not so little for some people. Um, I had a really high fever. I got sick within 2 hours of getting the shot. They put it kind of high up in my deltoid, which was good. Didn't feel it. And then about an hour after I felt it. And I was like, well, this is no big deal. I've had my arms hurt worse when I'm knitting, right? Um, but it's different. It's like when you feel that pain come back in your arm, that's when you get the headache, the neck pain, the body ache, the chills, the stomach issues, the fever. So, like for 3 days now, I'm perfectly fine. And then all of a sudden, my arm will hurt again. And the headache will come back, the fever will come back. And that it just, yeah, just ache all over. So I've been going to bed like 6, 7 o'clock every night and waking up around 10 and then going back to bed again and up by 4, going all day, but then by 6, wiping out. So um, I would say bunker down. You know, you can get paid time off to get your booster. There's a reason for that. You need it. Um, plan for it. Make some chicken soup. Get your Kleenex. Make sure you got Tylenol or ibuprofen. Um, I don't really like using Tylenol because they're sodium bombs. They really are. They're full of sodium. It's like 427 milligrams of sodium in a Tylenol tablet, whereas I think there's like 65 in ibuprofen. And Tylenol's not that much of an anti-inflammatory, really, and it's not so good for your liver or kidneys. But some people don't do good with ibuprofen because it bothers their stomach. So you have to pick what you want for your body aches. But I would I let myself have the fever before I actually tried to get rid of it. I let myself burn to crispy toast, and I'm really tired. Um, so all I've been doing is knitting. And this was a good project to do. Um, other than hard to look at after because I would say when I get to the close off, it's kind of hard to look at. So I'm just being honest about the booster. Um, some people really do have reactions to it, and they need time, and they're just trying to figure out when do I want to be sick for a few days, you know, sort of like that. All right, so again, Studio Knits, Kristen McDonnell. This hat pattern is, I think, 6 something. Really beautiful download. The Heart book is 4 something, 450, I think, because I got that one. But it doesn't have this in it. It has the scarf in it, so it has the scarf that goes with this. So, all right. Um, if I was gonna do it over, I changed the clothes a little bit because I dropped some stitches, so I had to fudge the clothes a little bit, which I'm noticing. So crooked right there. I don't think it's a hat you really have to block, but I probably will block out. I probably will wash and block, but you don't have to. It could be like straight off the needles and it would be fine. Okay. I'm gonna go make one in white and pink, but first I'm gonna rest my eyes and my hands. And just say that if you're having your booster, make some chicken soup. I have a little hole there. I gotta stop. That. I'll go sew it up. If you get a little hole in between your cables, which sometimes I do, um, just take your yarn and go in and do like a little duplicate stitch in there. Be fine. Just do it on the inside. And follow your stitch work and it'll be okay. Oh, what? I gotta do something with my hair, you guys. I can't stand it. I've got a whole bunch of wigs I could throw on. I've got hats and everything, but they would hurt my head. I don't know. I'm feeling like I want to cut it, but I don't know. I gotta let it get long because I want to do a Joan Jett kind of look. So my bangs are getting a little too long, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. I think I just gotta like shag this out, feather it out more. Get my my Joan Jett look back again. Maybe go a little shorter right here. And then start playing with framing it. I think I'm almost there. But I need a little poof right here. Poof. Like, that'll be Joan Jetty. Kind of like that. Because I love rock and roll. Alright, I gotta go. I love Prince. I'm gonna go listen to Prince. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a nice weekend. I'm gonna be talking about Britney. Yep, Britney, bitch. I'm going to be looking at all the claims that Britney is a multiple personality, which there's no such thing, you know. Dissociative identity, dissociative identity disorder, DID. A lot of people believe she's vacillating between a Southern Belle kind of thing, baby talk, and British Britney. But I'm going to do a video on what I think is really going on, and I'll leave some links for you to go look at, because I don't believe that's what's happening with Britney. And I do believe she should write her own book, and not go on the Oprah show. Just write your own book, Britney, and tell your own story. And that's it. Enjoy your kids, enjoy your freedom. And so I'll be coming back to do a video on that. And why her conservatorship was never ever legal. Not in the 3 states, never in California. It was never legal, it was never warranted. It was all about the money. It's actually it's human trafficking. It's horrible what she went through. It's horrible. It's deplorable that her children were kept from her. It's horrible that they told her what she could do with her body, that her father actually spied on her in her bedroom with her lovers, boyfriend. He should be in jail. He should be in jail. So, he's worse than the paparazzi. Be in jail. So, I'm gonna come back into a video on that, because I know there's people that firmly believe Britney has VID, and that could be the only thing that, Big Jamie, her father, was talking about when he said, "Oh, Britney has dementia," and now one of her lawyers, Sam Ingram, was threatening to divulge behavior she did, her medical records. They're going to break the HIPAA law is what they're trying to do to make her look crazy. See, because it didn't work sending Jamie Lynn out there with a book to trash her sister. That didn't work. You couldn't call the crazy anymore. So everybody could see she was fine. And they could see the dysfunction in her family. So, so Jamie Lynn has her own story to tell. Unfortunately, she didn't tell it. She told a trash book of her sister, which nobody is putting up with. And it really, I don't believe she wrote it herself. And I believe she's being used very much, and she doesn't even realize it. And, what else? Yeah, I've been dreaming about Barbara Walters lately. I don't know why. Her and Liza Minnelli. So, I'll do a video about them later. Take care. Bye-bye.